EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground. Bit of a haymaker right after the starting bell, Charles. One play on the ground, and you're already on the other side of the 50.
I like how you went boxing there. Essentially went from the weigh-in to walking into the ring, being introduced, and firing away. Big shot early.
The 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
First carry for Raheem Mostert, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Mayer. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 14.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayer. Open man is Samuel, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now it's Edwards. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
He was tackled.
Tackle made there by Buda Baker. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
At the 38.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Play action, now Taylor. And this one caught by Max Williams. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 33-yard line.
This is Edwards. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate, and in doing so, sent this one off target.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Fights through, and now a crease. Touchdown, 49ers. Jonnu Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
2nd and 10, it's Taylor again. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
13, Cardinals 7.
Third and long, it's Taylor. And able to find Kirk complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 more there and another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From the 39, Taylor. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Max Williams.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Taylor. And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. The 40, 20, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
31-yard line.
They go play action now. Taylor. He rifles one that's intercepted. picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
On second down, Mostert, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 3rd and 2, Mayer, and looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31, and he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first down.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to Taylor hit. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Taylor throwing on 3rd and long. He'll air this. It got his man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
23-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Nick Bosa, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On the screen, this is Edmonds. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. He'll give this underneath to Edmonds. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 1st down, it's Taylor. Escaping the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And his kick here is good. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the 2nd half.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off play action. Mayer. That's going to be caught by Samuel. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This is caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Jalen Reagor, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Javon Kinlaw able to record his 5th sack of the season.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle. But they allow the conversion. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Taylor. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Really in a hole here. 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. They go play action with Taylor. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here's Jordan Berry now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. On first down, Mayer. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he'll get this one way up. Just shy of the 45-yard line.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, 49ers.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Looking to throw. Mayer. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here's Mostert. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll run with Mostert, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Mayer. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Coverage that time by Deontay Thompson.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass 2, both in the arsenal. Operating from the gun, Mayer. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game. And the 49ers add on to their lead. So these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Cardinals 10. Robbie Gould to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Second and a yard at the 34.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Play action, it's Taylor. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
10.
The Cardinals on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
Back to throw. Mayer. In trouble, and he's taken down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Completes it to Samuel. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That third down conversion good for 23. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Jordan Phillips coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they, unfortunately, are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Got a man over the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Off the play fake, Taylor out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for two is denied. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it would seem as if their three-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start first and 10. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and that takes us from second to third down. Off play action, Mayer. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Taylor now off the play fake. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Buda Baker with a pick.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
On first and 10, Mayer. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Derek Wolfe, his second sack of the night. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Mayer. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. From midfield now, here's Taylor. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. And Isabella, 50 yards. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Now Taylor going to lead his guys up to go for 2.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Read it well, and it's picked.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Here's Taylor. Off play action. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, wide open, complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Mostert. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Operating from the gun, Mayer. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier. He's brought down at the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. Tonight's.
Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for San Francisco, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.